June 30th is the day she left my brother's house. It was July 3rd that we found that she wasn't at the lake home. The lockbox that I had bought her just to put all her jewelry in was broken open, and there was nothing in it. They had my sister-in-law come to the police station, and she said, without a body, they won't convict. You will never find her body. And she walked out.
I'm just gonna ask you, what do you think happened to your mom? Do you think she was murdered?
Yes.
For families who have all but given up on finding their loved ones, this team is a last hope. Civilian divers cracking cold cases for free.
Hello.
I'm so touched. Thank you so much. Okay, guys.
Hello. Hello. I'm Doug.
Hi, Doug. I'm Lisa.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Jean.
Okay. All right. All right. So Kim and Jean, let's start at the beginning. Let's talk about your mom. Who was Georgia to you? What was it like growing up with her?
She was amazing. She was my mom, but she was my best friend. She was incredible, and she loved her family. My parents' family was everything. My mom didn't have friends. She had kids. She had grandkids. She had great-grandchildren.
Her family was her life.
Her family was her life. My dad was a coach for baseball, and so my mom was the first ever woman scorekeeper in the dugout with guys. And she was so proud of it because it made national news.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
She grew up in a wealthy family, but she was the most down-to-earth woman you could ever meet. My kids were the closest before she disappeared. We went out to eat, and she went to all my kids' baseball games and football and basketball. And
I knew Georgia, I guess, from some family events at a time, and then we used to go shopping in Stillwater and have lunch and go to all the shops there, so I really liked her. She had a good sense of humor.
Okay, so your mom vanished in 1999.
Yeah.
At the time, what was going on? Like, was life normal?
Yep, a lot of my siblings were going to be up at the her lake home in Wisconsin. So she was going up to pay her taxes and then come back down and ride up with my brother for the 4th of July weekend. And she was so excited that some of her kids were actually coming up, and the grandchildren, we hadn't all been together for a while, so she was so excited about that. My mom wanted me to go with her to go pay her taxes and then come back, but because my daughter was going on a plane for the first time, I said, wait till tomorrow. She said, it's okay, I'll, go. And June 30th is the day she left my brother's house. It was July 3rd that we found that she wasn't at the lake home. The curtains were all closed. And if my mom had been up there, they would have been open, even if she was coming back, only coming back in a couple of days. I instantly knew, just started crying, and I knew something was really off. She never made it.
So who was the last person to see your mom?
My brother and his wife.
Okay.
I was the last person to talk to her on the phone.
And what was your conversation on the phone with her?
Was that I couldn't go with her, and I tried to talk her into waiting till the next day, till after my daughter had left. She was planning on going up there, pay the taxes, sleep overnight, come back down, and ride up with my brother 2 days later.
I'm just gonna ask you, what do you think happened to your mom? Do you think she was murdered?
Yes. In the beginning, we thought a lot of different things, but through the years, my son who died, he believed right from the beginning that my sister-in-law had something to do with it. She's the only one that disliked my mom. She wanted to spend her money and everything and go on. My mom paid for trips to Europe and all over.
In asking this, we have to theorize all possibilities.
Right.
Whether it's accident, whether it's foul play. So we don't suspect Alzheimer's of being an issue of...
No.
Okay. Considering that your mom may have been murdered, what would the motive be?
My dad owned jewelry stores before he died, and so my mom carried a lot of expensive jewelry with her. She very rarely wore it, other than her big wedding ring. She also carried a lot of cash with her.
So greed.
Greed.
So
her credit cards were kind of maxed.
So
after she disappeared?
Yes, and it was obvious that it wasn't her.
So was this jewelry or money found when she went missing? So what was the state of her home when it was searched, when it was discovered that she was missing? Who went to the home first?
She left my brother's home, so she had a room there. A couple of days after she was missing, I went over to my brother's, and I had just been there 4 days before or whatever, and her bedroom was totally different.
Well, what was different about the room?
When I got there, the bed was in a different spot, the dresser, my mom's clothes were in the closet, the fire lockbox that I had bought her just a couple months before to put all her jewelry in was broken open, and there was nothing in it, and it was on my mom's bed.
In any of their investigation, it's been 23 years. In any of their investigation, has there been a person of interest / suspect?
Yes, they had my sister-in-law come to the police station, and they told her that they believed that she did it. And she said, without a body in Minnesota, they won't convict.
Wow.
And you will never find her body. And she walked out.
Wow. Hold on. So your brother that she lived with has passed.
Right.
His wife that you started out telling me that didn't like your mom.
Right. The only one that didn't. Yeah.
Ends up telling the police that there's nothing you can do about it because you'll never find her body, and walked out. Was there any ties to the $40,000 worth of credit card debt? Was that tied to anyone specifically?
Yes, my brother's business, but that wasn't looked into till, months after.
So the credit card debt was traced back to your brother and his wife, your sister-in-law.
Right.
Your sister-in-law that unfortunately didn't like your mom.
Right.
The sister-in-law that told the police, you can't do anything to me because you'll never find her body. If we leave town and we are unable to find Georgia, I at least want to be able to tell you guys, hey, this is where she's not. So is there anywhere that you think has been weighing on your family's minds over the years?
Taylor's Falls, St. Croix Falls.
Taylor's Falls.
St. Croix Falls.
St. Croix Falls.
About 40 minutes away. It's on the way to my mom's lake home. My mom and my brother and my aunt and his wife would camp there. We camped there when I was younger.
So it's a significant place, reunions, and he spent a lot of time there.
Right. They sonared by my brother's place. They sonared the river there. That was 23 years ago, so I don't know how much sonar has changed, but that was probably...
Yeah, I can tell you 23 years ago, sonar was very inaccurate.
Okay.
Looking at your brother's house, it's a stone's throw away from the Mississippi River.
That's what I'm.
Like, it is 2 blocks from the Mississippi
That's
River.
what I.
That's definitely going to be our first spot.
Okay.
I agree. We need to start with the river, at least clear that since it's close. And then I agree with you. Those falls sounds like an area we need to check out as well.
So where she stayed was here, 222 Revere Lane.
Mm-hmm.
It's a stone's throw away from
Yep. It's
Absolutely.
lots
the
away.
Mississippi River. The main boat ramp park area is right here,
Okay.
right there. So we'll launch from there. We'll clear all of this shoreline over
Yep.
here, all the way back to where she was staying at the time here, and all the way past the Riverside Park here, and then we'll move inland to check some of these bigger ones right here that are in the immediate area.
Right.
But I just want to process it as efficiently as
Thank you so
possible.
much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We're not, we're here to help. Regardless, when
You
we
guys,
leave, we're
all
helping.
of you guys are a gift from God. You are just absolutely my answer to prayers.
This is just where things have led us, and we're here to do what we've been set on this path to do, and we're here. I'm so glad that we are laying this out like this. It needs to be told.
Everyone, but I appreciate all of you guys.
That was extremely powerful.
That was intense.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Let's do it. Is this the parking lot?
This is gonna be our home for the next 3 or 4 hours at least. So we're on the bank of the Mississippi River right now, where Georgia was staying at the time with her son. It's right upstream from here. His home is literally 2 blocks away from this river's bank. And we're talking about Georgia's missing. She's missing with her son. This is our prime target location. Anytime we have a body of water this massive, that close to somebody's last known location, that's why we're here.
What's our depth? That gets deep quick.
So far, very clean bottom out here. It's very shallow. It's only 4 feet. We were getting misreadings back there. It was so shallow that it went more than 14 feet.
Or is it, did they dig it out just where the boats go in?
No, it was just, when it's so shallow that they misread. Yeah, it's still only 3 feet. 4 feet. 5 foot. 6 foot. There's got to be a channel out here somewhere.
Are those too small?
Yeah. 5 foot. All the way through here. Yeah, that wasn't nothing.
It's pretty shallow. I think it was actually right up here, but I still don't think it was much, but it was worth a double look. We should probably just keep heading that way, because...
Yeah, I'm going to scoot back in. Oh, we're going to go all the way up.
Yeah, because it's
and
pretty
all
shallow.
the way back down. It could be in 8 feet of water. It's just really unlikely.
Not a new construction. That's what it was. Oh, it's probably just...
Yeah, so that's tree casting shadows. You see the different individual trees?
Yeah, I see that, but...
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, you can You can see individual trees there.
Logs.
Yep. Logs all over. You can see the line there, how it starts to get shaded darker just a little bit.
Yeah.
You're working with like 2 feet.
Oh, is that what it does when it gets into super shallow?
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, we got a lot of river to scan. Still only 4.5, 5 feet deep, Nick.
Yeah, pretty shallow river so far.
Absolutely, it's been really shallow. We're almost to the bridge east of where she was staying. So we got about a 1/4 mile left to go to get to where she was staying at the time in what we deem the place that she would have vanished from. So you can see that right there. We got to go upstream a little bit to that location I have marked. We got to make our way down here. That's our route. We're trying to get there. As of right now, it's you would never think that the Mississippi is as shallow as it is right here, but it's really shallow. I scanned all the way across the river and it didn't get down to about 6 feet deep, way out in the middle. So there's not even a big channel in this portion of the Mississippi. We are up above one of the big dams as well, so that probably has a lot to do with it. But we're working our way down. Working our way down. There's a lake right out front where we parked too. We're gonna right when we pulled in, we're gonna hop over there and check that when we're done, if we make it that far. Right now, it's really not looking good as far as depth is concerned. But remain hopeful. Might find some deep holes up here. So we made our way up a little bit further from the bridge down there. We have a road right here that dead ends right here into the river. Anytime we're scanning and we see these roadways that dead end right into the river like this, they're very alarming. We really have to take our time to consider that a vehicle could have been dumped in here and or either come in here by accident as well. So we're gonna take this road, scan straight out. This is a new building right here. This building probably wasn't there 23 years ago. So a little dark, little dead-end road like that is prime location for an accident scenario or for somebody to come down here and dispose of a vehicle without anybody seeing. I mean, we're already 100 yards into the river and it's still only 4 feet deep. It's all right. If anything, it's just making this more easier for us to scan and also more efficient with our search today. We can just move on with our search, methodical, cover more ground. So let me bring you guys into the world of sonar, how I read it, and what exactly it is I'm looking at while I'm out here. Over here, we have the Garmin Live Scope. That's right, Live Scope. This is showing everything under the boat in real time as we pass over it. As you can see, we're working with 5.8 feet deep. We have a river temperature of 72 degrees at the surface. It's 12:44 p.m. It's also reading our lithium battery voltage at 13.2. So this is going to give us an idea of what's under the boat representative in real time. Over here, we have our down imaging and our side scan imaging, the top portion of our screen. Now this represents a picture in time as we've gone over it. The boat's up here, this black column represents the water to the river bottom here, which is in yellow. See, it just switched. This is river bottom here. And this is a picture in time. I can go back over anything that I've scanned either way if I want to go back and look. Down here is our side scan. Now we're casting 75 feet in either direction. The black column here in the middle represents water column to the bottom of the riverbed on either side of the boat. This little boat icon represents our lane of travel as well. And just like up top, this is a picture in time. So we can go back and let me get a good object here. Like right there, say, what is that? I can look at that and say, you know what? That's just a rock. All that is right there is a rock. So we'll X out of that, and it's showing everything we're going over as a picture in time, not in live like this is over here. And between the 3 different scanning techniques, we can combine them together to get a really good, accurate idea of what we're scanning. Still only 3 feet deep. Let's see how far we are from the house. So we still got about a quarter mile. Got a ways to go.
Right there.
Other side, right there, drop it. Feel it? Feel it bouncing on something?
Huh.
Yeah.
God, it felt
keep it
weird.
right there.
Huh?
Keep it right there.
Okay, I'm off the ground now.
Okay.
Ooh, look.
Yeah. Pull that up. Some type of dock. It's not a car
something.
piece. Yeah, put that in the boat. All right. Keep your magnet down about 4 feet. Don't put it on the ground. All right, right there. Push out hard. You got it. So it's right there, underneath the dock. Almost as if it's an older boat that was sitting here and sunk.
Sunk or something
I'm
here.
95% sure. I just want to feel the magnet. 23 years, this car is going to be in really good shape. It's not going to be what you think. It's not going to be what I'm looking at.
It's a Mercedes too. They're pretty solid back in the 80s.
It's going to be rusted, but it's not going to be the way the majority of people would think.
There it is, and so. You feel that? It's like sometimes it sticks and sometimes it doesn't.
It's not sticking. It's like there's the cable or something down there. Yeah, it's not a car. Not a car. The piece you ripped off of it is not a car piece.
Right.
So we have made our way all the way from the ramp where we started upstream, where we're now right off the edge of North River Park. The river is overwhelmingly shallow. It's only 3 feet deep here. The deepest part that we have had is right about 7-8 feet, only in a really short portion of it. So the river is really, really shallow compared to what we were thinking. We've ruled out the entire river near the brother's house where she was staying at the time of her disappearance. And it looks like we're gonna have to carry our search into the lakes and up to the falls that Kim was worried about.
Fortunately, we did not find anything.
Any cars?
No cars. Overwhelmingly, the river is on average 4 feet deep.
Okay.
At its deepest point in the middle is 8 feet, only in one spot. So from here all the way past River Point Park is on 4 feet or less.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's an extremely shallow river. You would never think by looking at it, it's that shallow. Like, only until you get into here, in the middle, it gets to 8 feet. So we're gonna move inwards. You know, we cleared this as a main area,
Okay.
and all that means is we're getting closer. It's a process of elimination every step of the way. There's a park not too far from your brother's house that has a ramp that goes in it. There's a tiny little lake there.
The good news is we have a little fishing pole that has a sonar ball on it. It basically tells the depth.
Okay.
So before we, waste a lot of time
Right.
loading and unloading the boat,
Right.
we can just cast it in.
Yeah.
If it's too shallow,
Right.
we don't even have to waste time. So we can,
Yeah.
yeah, it helps
Yeah,
quite a bit.
you wouldn't think that this would be so shallow.
We have Heights Park, which there's a little ramp here. It does appear to be shallow. You can kind of see the anomalies on the bottom,
Right.
but we have to go and place eyes on it to rule it out, as well as this little park area right here where the power lines are going over. And before we leave here,
Okay.
we're gonna pop over into here, into this lake.
Okay.
We'll check that out and just rule everything out in this area before we go up to the falls.
Okay.
And if we don't have time to make it up to the falls today, we'll make it up to the falls first thing in the morning. Yeah. Yep.
You sure you
Yeah.
guys got time and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, absolutely. You know, we got several hours of daylight left to do what we need to do, and if it takes all day tomorrow, we'll take all day tomorrow. It's just what we do. Yeah. I like that.
The AWP ones?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is.
Let me see. One, two, three.
Too shallow.
Too shallow to get a reading, it's saying.
Okay.
It's pretty heavy. I don't know if you're going to be able to get it much farther than. There you go.
Yeah, always.
That's pretty cool, the tool to use, though, for stuff like this.
Absolutely.
Well, we cleared another pond. It's not there, it's too shallow.
All right, so we're at Heights Park. We've cleared the whole stretch down there.
Yep.
We've cleared that.
Ponds.
Now we want to come over here to Josephine Park. I think this
Probably
one.
that, yeah.
Right there. All right, let's go there.
All right. Let's move on.
On your right. All right.
Wow.
I want to cast that thing this time. Look at all them geese. Oh,
It's shallow. Too shallow.
I can see the bottom all the way out to the middle. I'm going to cast it. I just got to do it. Somebody hand me that pole. Thank you, sir. I'm going to cast it out just out of curiosity. I'm going to guess 2 feet deep.
So it's showing something, which means that it's 2.1 meters.
So now what I want you to do is slow,
back.
so 2.1, that's 6.
Yeah,
It's basically just over 6 feet.
slow drag.
And you can see as you drag it, it shows you the depth change right here. And stop. Too shallow, too deep to read. Okay.
Hold on, let's get it further out. There's like a little sandbar in here that I want to check out.
There's too much resistance on it.
No?
It says too shallow or deep.
I don't know what's orange.
There we go, 1.3 meters. You didn't see anything with the drone? Oh, who's flying the drone?
We see there's like a straight line going on. Yeah, let's bring it back.
How far out is it out here?
Yeah, it's like straight out there.
I could try throwing it one more time. I'd have to set the phone down and really.
I played baseball. I can chuck it out there.
Here, let's get him to do
Yeah.
that.
Ready?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
A little better.
Since he threw.
So it's at 4 feet right now out in the middle, so too shallow.
Too shallow.
All right, good. That thing's a quick, handy tool.
Diamond Lake, Diamond Lake. There's 3 other lakes near here, small ones. You can see the bottom of them on satellite. This one we're going to, though, is there's a boat ramp right out in the middle of nowhere, right off the side of the road. And it looks like it's got some depth to it. But real creepy. And this is right down the street from the house.
Really?
It's out of the view, no eyes on it, and it's right off the side of the road real quick. See, the boat ramp they had it blocked off, so we're just gonna put in here.
This is good, though.
Yeah. And then we'll put in here and then go down there and check it all out. All right. Cones, we need to put cones up, set up a safety perimeter. A lot of algae in here. Great diving stuff here.
I don't know how thick the algae is, but I've had sonar that don't read through it. You know what I mean?
We'll read through it, but I can see the layers. It's thick.
Yeah.
3 feet deep. Yeah, man. Minnesota and North Dakota, such shallow waters.
Flatland. I got certified in Kansas. We had to go to Arkansas to do an open water because ain't no lake in Kansas deep enough to even dive.
Looked like a really good location, man. Down the road, real easy little boat ramp to stash something.
I'll go in front of the boat ramp. Maybe it's a little deeper there. We'll see.
Come on. Deep enough, deep enough, deep enough, deep enough. Get deeper, damn it. Come on. Give me a little bit deeper. Give me like 5 more feet deep. Come on. 2 feet. 2.4. 1 foot. Where do we go from here?
To those places that the family's concerned with.
Everything is so shallow.
Let's go to those falls. It's time.
I just looked at them, even that's shallow.
Well, we have to at least go there and
I know, oh, I know.
cast the
I
line
know.
out.
Okay. It's an hour away.
I mean, you always got to think of the possibility when the girl says you'll never find the body, she may have gone above and beyond to make sure of that. We don't know.
What are we missing, man? I feel like we need to make 2 days out of this story. We have the falls. I don't know what else.
I think that's all we got.
I just looked at 6 other lakes here. They're either too shallow or the boat ramp where they are, you can see the bottom.
Yeah.
1 foot. Beautiful. Let's go out into the middle and see how. 4.6 feet, 5 feet. 67 miles. Hour and a half. We can fit it in tomorrow. We'll just have to go to the drawing board tonight. All of this is 2 to 3 feet only. We went all the way out to the middle and it gets like 4.5 feet deep. So this is extremely shallow. That's why a lot of this algae bloom is in here, because it's so shallow and it's so hot. It's like 80-degree water. So unfortunately, this is not going to be the location. We talked about her staying with your brother.
Mm-hmm.
Where was her place at?
In Minong, Wisconsin.
And how far away is that?
From here, it's about 2.5 hours. St. Croix Falls is kind of, you know, like halfway, less than halfway there.
Okay.
I mean, there's tons of lakes and stuff on the way up there, but she, you know, she never made it to the actual cabin. But,
Yeah.
you know.
There's like 6 other little lakes here.
Okay.
Where you can easily rule them out by looking on satellite.
Okay, good.
One being as though the boat ramp is just completely barren and you can see the island right in front of it.
Okay.
It makes them easier to rule out, means less time we have to waste on it.
Right.
Obviously the next big location we have is the falls. So that's going to be our next location. I don't know if you guys want to do it this evening or in the morning. It's completely up to you. You know,
it's up to you guys.
Well,
it's not up to me.
Honestly, I think to be accurate in where this is going,
Tomorrow.
I think we should do it tomorrow. But not only that, but I think we need some time to study the map. So why don't we get you in, get you safe for the evening, and we'll get to the drawing board, and I'll stay in touch with you. We may, depending on what we come up with, with studying the maps and other locations, you know, we might go to those first and then the falls, but we'll communicate that with you.
But you will go to the falls.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do everything we can. We're just gonna put our heads together. We're gonna beat up the computer, and we'll start really early in the morning, okay? And I'll be in touch with you guys to let you know what our plans are.
Any idea how much it means to me that you have that on?
Nice,
That means so much to me.
Yeah. We're trying. I mean, I'm sorry we're empty-handed right now, but we're not.
Hey,
we're not. This is like a process of elimination. And
like I was telling them, I'm gonna sleep better because I have PTSD and I have nightmares of different places that she was murdered. And so the Mississippi was one of them, you know, and I think there was a part of me that didn't tell you about it just because if it was there, then my dreams, I should have listened to them, or you know what I mean? Stupid stuff. So it actually is anything that you do at this point. You know, nobody's done anything for 15 years.
Okay. We'll be right back at it first thing in the morning.
Okay.
I'm gonna get these guys some food and we're gonna go get on the computer and start studying. You're welcome.
It's easy.
Really defeated. I can't get over how shallow all the water is around here. That's my thing, you know. I'm hopeful, but as far as how I felt coming into it, I'm absolutely defeated.
It's disappointing that we have not found anything, but at the same time, we've covered some ground and some waterways, cleared some areas, and we're seeing that in this particular area, the waterways are super shallow. We're not used to this, so it's easy to get in there and just go, okay, this particular small lake or pond is only 3 to 4 feet deep, so there's no way there's a car in there without it sticking out of the water onto the next. So fortunately, we're able to clear these areas fairly quickly and move on. Yes, we may be running out of options, but at the same time, you know, we can only do what we can do.
Watch out for day 2 on this case. We are far from over. We still have the #1 significant location to check for Kimberly and the family that they're worried about. Croy Taylor Falls, up on the border of Wisconsin and Minnesota. We're gonna knock that out tomorrow. It's an hour and a half away. We're also gonna get right into the lab tonight. We're gonna check the computer for any other thing locally here that we may be missing. We've checked a lot today. Didn't turn out the way we wanted it to. A lot of extremely shallow water everywhere we went. This huge lake right behind us, you can walk all the way across it almost, and it's just one after the other. Really, really shallow water. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, stop what you're doing right now. Please take a moment, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell notification. It helps us do everything that we do, as well as you get all the different alerts for everything that's coming out when it comes out. If you have a moment and you have the ability to do so, become a member as well. It also directly funds everything we do here at Adventures with Purpose. It keeps the wheels turning. It's just a little $5, $10 donation, buys us a gallon of gas here and there, allows us to do everything that is we're out here doing. Thank you. Stay tuned for day 2.
Thank you.
Day 2 in our search for Georgia Ann Clocksmith. Things are definitely different with this case. We're working with what some would say is overwhelmingly foul play scenario. Let's clear the 2 here on the Minnesota side. If we come up empty-handed, we're on the Wisconsin side to continue to the cabin. I can feel it. I know we're gonna find a car.